What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, as you've seen from the title, it's going to be a trials guide. All right, and as this guide is going to pertain to, it's going to be the little snipers portion of the trials guide. I'm going to be doing all of the guides, so just keep an eye out for that in future videos. But today we're focusing on the snipers guide and how to win each one the easiest, because the easiest way is to win it, because there is a method, and at least for me, this one worked, so hopefully it works for you. And I just want to share that way everybody that's trying to get the trials guide and hasn't gotten it yet can get it and have an equal footing, as long as you hit your shots, because there is a method behind not just hitting your shots. You have to be, there's a little bit of a time barrier, and there's a sequence that you have to follow in order for you to do it. So here it is. As always, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content on here. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed it, and always follow me in all my social media down in the description below. Enjoy my Discord, man. That's 6 minutes. I'm out. Enjoy the rest of this video. Peace. Starting off in this trials guide, guys, the ones at Cypress Huts. So first of all, some of the issues I'm going to put in here too of what I'm having with the trials guide, just so if Crytek so happens to go through them, because they go through the Discord too. But if they so happen to go through this, the thing is, I know it's an optimization thing that happens on PlayStation's end with us and PlayStation, but there's got to be better game optimization, because with these shooting trials guides, like, you see how this lag is happening off top, and if you try to go in dark side when you're inside of the map, regardless, it is, you don't even want to try that. It's not possible. You're literally running around at like -2 frames a second. So that's really the only thing I had to adjust. And also the spawning in, there's no reason why there should be all the grunts and everything are spawning in about 3 to 5 seconds later as soon as the time starts. It's like 3 to 5 seconds. That's how bad the optimization is for the game right now. But other than that, I think this is a really fun tool for you guys to warm up and everything with. And with Cypress, I feel like the key is for this one, at least work for me, because I'm gonna be honest, I played this probably 6 times, and on the 6th attempt I got it. Not in the same day. The first day that the update came out, I played it, and I played like 3 games, right? Not 3 games, actually. I played all 5 that first day, and I didn't get it. And I was like, okay, this is gonna be dumb. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing this, but I gotta do it for my video for you guys, so I can try to help you find the best way of getting it. And so what I found out to be the best way is basically, on this one, you want to isolate the emulators. So you want to, I would say there's usually 3 grunts around every emulator, and as you can see here, the reload, I thought it was going to be a big factor, but it really isn't, as long as you're hitting your shots around the emulator. And you want to try to avoid the barrels. So you want to try to take the emulators fights that are farther away from the inside of these 2 barrels that you see close to me, right on the edge of the compound. You want to try to push the emulators back some. So you don't want to take the original fight right next to the emulators and right next to where the barrels are. You want to see how I'm going to take this fight to the emulator in the back, even though I'm going to try to get the shot on him first. You want to take the fight with the emulator farther in the back. That way you guys can have a chance not to burn everybody and see how he gets hit, and there's nothing that's going to explode and just keep caught fire. And what you want to do is also, you're not going to hit the second shot on the emulator where it was first standing. So what you want to focus on is hitting the first shot on the emulator to get the headshot animation. Then you want to wait till he does his sprinting animation. He'll sprint in whatever direction, and then you just follow him, and when he stops, he's going to stop for probably like 2 seconds. So when he stops for those 2 seconds, you have to hit the shot. That just comes down to hitting your shots, but that is the rhythm you have to follow, and the same thing goes. It's not, oh, you take out the emulators first, you take out the grunts first. It's got to work in succession to each other. You have to hit them like back to back. So that's basically it for the Cypress Huts one, because you only have to kill 2 emulators. And in the other one, in the one in Lumber, it's not super hard either. It's basically around the same concept, but we'll get into that when we get to that side. But yeah, that's basically how you kill in this aspect. You want to just take the emulator fights like in the middle of the fight. You want to take a couple grunts out, and then you take the first emulator, and then do the same thing again, take a couple shots, and then take the emulator. I got again. As you see, I had 40 seconds, so there's plenty of time for you to make it happen if you're not hitting all your shots. So don't just give up, first of all. Now, going straight to Lumber, like I was saying, with Lumber, that emulator spawns there every time. He is the first one you want to shoot, and I know that you're going to think about the fire, but as soon as you take him out, as soon as you take that emulator out, you basically defend the zombies from going in that area, okay? And if only those 2 spawn there like they usually did, I think both times, because it only took me 2 games. It only took me 2 games to get this one. They both spawn there, so if those 2 grunts spawn there, you should be able to get that kill on those, okay? And then as you see, I took out 2 grunts around, and then boom, even though there's a barrel right there, I took out the second one. And as soon as he exploded, you get the second shot. And the Mosin's a little easier to hit like consecutive shots with because the reload speed is a little bit faster. So you can cock your cock and reload speed is way faster, so it'll work. And just like I said, you want to take shots around the emulator, and then as you see, I took the 2 grunts out there, was closest to him, and then boom, I'm gonna take a shot on him. I missed the first shot. Second shot, you gotta lead a little bit, boom, hit him in the head. And I needed to reload right here, so I just took a second to reload. And then this one, you have plenty of time, so don't ever think you're rushing. I think they give you what, 3 minutes? No, they give you 4 minutes. They give you 4 minutes to complete this challenge, and you have to kill, and you have to hit 24 headshots, and you only have to kill 3 emulators. So with 4 minutes, they give you plenty of time to work with. And as you see, even though the barrel exploded, it was done within the first minute of the game. So as long as you defend it for that first minute, you'll be Gucci. And the emulator died right there because he burned out, so it kind of sucked. But as you see, you still have plenty of time, so don't focus on time. You really want to focus on just hitting your shots, and you want to really just focus on those shots. And as you see, I'm going to do the same thing I just did. I'm going to take out the 2 close. And after I take out the 2 close, I'm going to do the same thing I just did. I'm going to try to go for that emulator. I don't know how that shot didn't hit. Must have lead a little bit. Yeah, I need to lead. But yes, I'm going to take that first shot, let him do his little running or whatever he's going to do. And I'm even going to take shots at other grunts just to play around with it and just to see what's going on. As you see, he ran straight to me, and you'll see he'll stop. As soon as he stops, pop, hit a hit shot. And of course, I missed because he turned his head, which sucks, but it happens. And I'm just gonna go for other grunts because they're around another emulator. And you see, I still have 1 minute and 40 seconds left, so there's plenty of time on this one. The only one that's really time consuming, that you really have to, that it focuses on, you can't miss certain amount of shots in it, is going to be the healing waters. That's the only one where you can't miss those certain shots. And on this one, I think I had him hurt already. No, I didn't have him hurt. Okay, so he was just sprinting for no reason because I was shooting. So I'm gonna see him, and I'm gonna take my time with him, wait for him, and I even missed that shot. I got one more shot. I'm gonna just follow him till he stops, and then bink, just like that. And I actually got all 3 right there. So then after that, you just focus on grunts. It's real easy to just focus on grunts. You don't even shoot near an emulator, especially if there's emulator super close. Even though you can get that shot, you just focus on. I have 1 minute left to get about 6 shots, so it's not a lot. And I took a shot very close to the emulator, which is kind of risky and it's super risky. And they're always going to be those 3 spawning witches right there. I mean, 3 spawning beehive ladies. So it's you just got to take your shots wisely, because I could have hit that emulator right there and then it would be game over because I would have burnt the damn thing up. But yeah, so, and I still had 35 seconds left, and I only need to hit 2 shots. And as you see, I just line them up and I knock them down. You have to lead a little bit, guys, especially when they're a little bit farther. You just got to lead a little bit. And you even had 30 seconds to spare right there, so it's not a lot. And so going into the final one, which I honestly think this is the hardest one, probably for sure, I think this is the hardest one, just because of how time consuming it is. And you see how late everything is spawning in. Like if they all spawned in at one point, it would be really easy to get this. But with this one, you have to hit shots. I think what I narrowed down, because this one took me the longest out of all of them, it took me I think it took me 10 tries or 12 tries in order to get this one. You can't miss 2 shots in each clip. And what is that? I don't know how many clips I get through in the whole 2 minutes, but you can't miss 2 shots in each clip that you reload. You have to hit at least 4 out of 5 shots, I believe. Unless you just make all your shots up by hitting a full streak of shots. But other than that, if you're not hitting full streak of shots, you can't miss 2 shots consecutively. And as you see, what you want to do too is, if you miss this same grunt once, and you see him doing the animation where he's looking around and he's about to run, just go on to another fucking grunt, bro. I'm telling you this right now, because if you focus on that, like, it's just gonna waste your time. And this one's really time consuming. So take the shot you need, move on to the next grunt. Take the shot you need, move on to the next grunt. Like, I'm just gonna keep moving on to the next grunt, even though this one was standing still, so I just missed a fluke. But you want to take a shot, move on to the next grunt, especially because after you take that first shot, it's gonna be a whole little animation that they go through, and that animation moves their head constantly, and your headshots have to be still. So you try to find the grunts that are standing still easily, or you try to find the beehives that are facing towards you. So, and even And even though I was hitting a lot of shots there, so of course even I had a lot of time left. I had 22 seconds left. I don't know how many shots I missed right there. I think I missed 3 shots over the whole little part. But yeah, other than that, guys, like that's really it. This one you have to just take consecutive shots, and you have to move to the next target as you're taking your shots, man. And if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the content, man. And that's Hinks coming at y'all with another video, and I'm out. Peace.